what a great time to record a video. When there's a massive snowstorm happening outside, and when outside's temperature is, hold on, where's my phone? Oh, yeah, it's right here with my script loaded on it. I sure hope my script doesn't close when I go to see that the weather is exactly, oh, it's 35 degrees with snow blizzarding outside? Wow! How cool is it gonna get? 30s? And it's fucking snowing? At least it gets in the 60s next week. Now, normally, I would play a clip at the beginning to let you guys know a little bit of what you're getting into. But boy oh boy, I couldn't find any that wouldn't make pacing weird, and Halo 2 jumping in the beginning scene while editing the last video almost gave me a mother... I'm not at the test word yet. Have to wait 3 minutes, otherwise you get hit with a demonetization hammer. Oh, don't you love YouTube when you can't swear till 30 minutes in? 3, not 30. Now, who knows, I might make it to 30 minutes. And it will give me an aneurysm if I try to do that again. Which I will. It'll be so fun. Anyways, welcome back to Lore Maker. We're going to cover Halo once more, but specifically the Covenant because I chose humans and focused primarily on them. If humans took just 2 hours, if I had the Covenant, we would be getting... Hold on. Oh wow, wallpaper engine. I forgot I had that on. I forgot it plays music. Did you guys know that? The wallpaper engine plays music. I bet you guys didn't know that because I forgot. Has a thing for like a month now. Forgets that it does stuff. Anyways. But if I was to cover the Covenant, we would get to the video length I don't like watching, because I'll watch a 3 hour and 30-minute video with literally no care in the world, but the closer it gets to 4 hours, I become less and less of a fan. So I decided to focus on humans, and now we're talking about aliens. I have 0 footage after Halo 3 because Halo 4 teleported Prometheans. Need I say more? And playing it for the first time like 2 years ago made me toss my controller, which in my over 10 years of gaming, I have never done in such pure rage. So for my own sanity, I ain't touching fucking Halo 4. And now, while we're on that, I also ain't touching Halo 5. Halo 5 it's in the name. And Infinite will turn my computer into a bomb, and I like my computer being in one piece. As for terminal stuff, I don't want to find them. That requires me to play Halo 2, which is, not fun. Story, fucking epic. Love it. The gameplay is hell. I can't. Because, dude, recording Halo 2, when I was making these 2 videos, was not fun. It almost broke me on several occasions. I don't like having as much health as a fucking grunt. Like, it makes sense for the Arbiter since his armor's old. But the Master Chief, that shit make no sense. Since it is the upgraded Mark 6. Sure, lore-wise, you could dispute that, hey, humans are so far behind in their shield technology that they're just now catching up to ancient armor, but they had jackal shields. And I refuse to believe a jackal shield is stronger than fucking energy shields made for the Arbiter. Pre-343 stuff, which, to be fair, not a fan of Halo 5, but I will admit, they made the Arbiter look really cool. Oh great, dog's barking. Okay, the noise finally died down a bit. Oh, don't you love it? Anyways. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. But, yeah, with that quick disclaimer out of the way, or, well, a little bit of a mini rant aside, let's tell the story of the Covenant. This is a faction of religious fanatics who will kill anyone who denies the light of the God. Wait. Wrong franchise. Anyways, the Covenant is a collective of multi-species empire, for lack of a better words, that are under the belief that the Forerunners were this the Forerunners, the universal genocide committers, are gods that ascended to godhood using the rings. But before they learned about all this, we need to focus on a certain race. The Sanshayum, or as Honey calls them, prophets. A long time ago, at post-reseeding, we will talk about that when I talk about the Forerunners. We might never get to that point because, God, making weekly content will make it aware that Forerunner video comes out a lot sooner than I'd like. Anyways, post-reseeding, after the Halo race starved out the Flood, the Prophets, as I'll call them, because it's a hell of a lot easier type than Sanshayum. Anyways, after they got reseeded, they soon discovered the technology of the Forerunners. And as cavemen, I think anyone would be like, they would be seeing glowing pieces of rock. They worshipped it as gifts from the gods because of this, access to this tech so early. Their tech advancement were massive. But as time went on, two distinct groups formed: the Stoics, people who believed you shouldn't fuck with Forerunner artifacts because they were sacred, and attempting to defile them were seen as heresy. Oh, the jokes that can be made with one word. And the Reformists, think of them as the prototype prophets, back when they weren't old guys in space wheelchairs. And after a civil war, the Reformists took a Forerunner dreadnought and left the Stoics. They were probably very angry to watch people take off in one of their gods' relics. But they're probably more happy they don't have to deal with the grumpy old people that are angry all the time. Anyways. And that's where the Stoics, where their story comes to an end, because we're not going to be talking about them, because there's not really a lot of lore on the Sanshayum homeworld, because it got destroyed. Yeah, that shit gone, but there's a lot of theorists out there, like in Xperia, I believe, that are like, maybe they just lied. Great Schism, everybody wants to kill them. Not a good look to let them know where to look. But I don't think the prophets thought that far ahead. to decide to hide their homeworld. Because I don't think they thought they would fail. I mean, talking about regret. Well, not regret, but truth. He's a cocky... He's a cocky, son of a gun. I bet you Sal was gonna say another word. Nah. Ooh, he's conniving, brother. So, yeah, he definitely did not have the foresight. That plan definitely got fucking destroyed. That essentially ended the fucking Stoic story. Oh. Now we are focusing on the prophets. Sometime after this, they found their first species to join the Sangheli, or elites. The ancient Sangheli believed, just like the Stoics, the relics are sacred. And when the prophets came down and said, hey, wanna join? Their heads were promptly separated from their shoulders and sent back to what prophets were there. And began a war! Because war always happens. Anyways, and the prophets, being so advanced tech-wise, the only reason the war raged so long was because of how weak the prophets were, and that was pre being stuck in a space wheelchair. But the elites soon saw that they were not well equipped to take on this threat, so they broke their code, and after a few things, they realized they were no better than the prophets that were defiling it. So a pact was formed with the arbiter. At the time, it was pre-Markashame. And the elites began being a part of the covenant. I hate everything. They soon got other species like the Kigyar, jackals, Ungoi, the grunts, and a discovery was made by an arbiter, discovered a Lagolo worm, or when they all came together, they made a hunter. They learned how to control them, use them to make massive machines, like scarabs, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's a giant... A bit of salt here. It's been a while since I read about scarabs, or watched a video on scarabs. However, if I remember correctly, they're just giant hunters, essentially. Anyways. Something known as the Grunt Rebellion happened. And to understand, that, you need to understand the social structures of a fictional faction. I really am a nerd. Anyway, so, jackals saw grunts as inferior, and as the jackals found a way to kill a ton of them. It was supposed to sterilize them, but it just ended up killing a ton. And after that, the grunts, oh boy, they went apeshit. They were going to end the covenant. Literally, those bastards damn near tore it apart automatically. A arbiter stopped it by glassing a part of a great homeworld, but the elites took notice of this, and they had some respect for the little guys. But at some point, the acting arbiter, whichever one that was, saw the covenant as shackles, making the elites weak and taking away their honor. So this arbiter, single-handedly, in the most badass animation, I just spit on my phone. I am a disgusting person. In the most badass animation, took down a fucking army with only energy swords. His body count on that day alone makes even the Master Chief run for his money. But after this, his wife got murdered. His friend also died because he was trying to, save people or some shit. And this is all because of his actions. The arbiter became a mark of shame because of everything he done. And this whole story is from a movie, show thing, whatever, called Halo Legends. Find it on YouTube. If I was to play a scene, I am like 100% I am 100% sure my channel would either get evaporated now, if not later. So I'd rather not have that happen. Anyways, he gets killed by the most anime-looking elite known to fucking man. And that's official. That's official anyways. After this arbiter, was killed, it was used, and this position was then relegated to elites that are too useful to be killed, but just dangerous enough to be left alive / unpunished. So, they usually get sent on suicidal... Oh my god, why? I'm sorry for that. I was in the middle of my favorite part of this script, and the house decided to get loud. There's a reason why I record these at night, but dude, there are bags under my eyes the size of fucking Texas, dude. I mean, really, take a look at Texas, put that over my eyes. That is the bags I hang under them sometimes. I cannot do all-nighters recording and editing at 12 in the morning, dude. I am wiped by... I'm not even... I immediately talk about how I can't do stuff at night. Immediately, people decide to get loud. It's like a curse. Of course. Hopefully it's over. Hopefully. I want to get this script done before dinner, dude. I don't want to wait for dinner at like 2 in the fucking morning because everybody just has to get loud at 5 p.m. Just let me finish this, please. Oh, anyways. So, the arbiters would usually get sent on suicide missions till they die or get murdered via assassins hired by the prophets. Sometime later, they found the planet of Harvest, which something known as a luminary, an object that can find Forerunner relics and humans. When they scanned Harvest, it lit up like a motherfucking light bulb. So they sent down an expeditionary force, and after peace talks failed nearly fucking immediately, it started the Human Covenant War! Which, fun fact, after a discovery that humans were supposed to be the reclaimers of the Forerunner artifacts, which was after the war started because of a mistranslation. Isn't it so fucking funny? That entire war started because of a misunderstanding and then learning the truth. Fucking boy, is that hilarious. Yo, I genuinely like the thought 343 did where humans were forerunners because that made the war so fucking ironic. Don't you think? Because that's ironic as hell. You just happen to fight your gods you're worshipping. No, you're just fighting the people they liked more. That's like if I can think of a couple examples. None of them. Fucking snow again. Yeah, it's gonna snow again. Fucking hell. Anyways, I can't think of any that wouldn't be a, hot subject, hot button. It's hot button, right? I think. Oh, wait, we could look to the past, actually. Think of it like... yeah, I can't think of anything. Think of it as if, okay, let's say you like your grandma more than your neighbors. So when you move out, your neighbors kill your fucking grandma because they want your stuff. Think of it like that. Oh, anyways. Whew. So, yeah. So, yeah, they didn't... So, yeah, when they found out humans were supposed to reclaim Forerunner artifacts, they didn't want the humans to take over the Covenant or gain more power than them. So they decided to go on a war, decreed a war. They did a fucking crusades. Crusades are, kind of cool. They're interesting. I like them. I think they're kind of interesting. Anyways, on ground-to-ground battles, to the surprise of fucking everyone, we had the advantage to some extent. But, that was our only advantage. And with the evening power of advanced tech, and, glassing up fucking planets, also pretty, effective. So, they started wreaking havoc. It got to the point that it takes 3 human ships to take down 1 CCS-class cruiser. And as things got worse for humans, they sent Spartans. Not going to go over everything, but, they're equal to elites. And the Covenant started to suffer massive losses, not just people-wise, but full-on battles with the newly conscripted brutes into the Covenant was starting to have cracks to form, and why stuff like the massive supercarrier getting sent to the fucking Shadow Realm definitely didn't help. But the loyalty of the elites were absolute. However, Truth thought the brutes were better. But the pact they signed did not allow them to change the power structure without proper reason, and with them getting, wiped, and with them wiping reach up the face of the universe, I put map, but that wouldn't work. This board led by a very special elite, led by the one, the only legendary Vadam. I think it's Vadamine is a elite in, I believe, Halo, the Flood, which chases the chief. I think it's Vadamine, I think. And I found it. And I always read it a certain way, so now anytime I see Vadam, my brain autocorrects to Vadamine. So, yeah. I hate elite names. They make me want to cease existence. I'm going to take a sip of water so my throat doesn't die. Don't you love it when you come home covered in snow and find out you have a 20-pound bag of sand in your room alongside a Warhammer Mini of the Emperor's Champion? Yeah, I ordered the Emperor's Champion. And, depending on when this video comes out, you might have already known I got the Emperor's Champion because I want to paint it on camera. I cannot wait to fucking paint this guy. He's going to be so epic. And the thing is, he has a fucking base. I believe he has, like, a hero base, which is slightly larger than... Yeah, he has a hero base, which is slightly larger than the average base. Not by a lot. It's enough to know, but not by a lot. Grimaldus has the exact same hero base. I believe even Hellbrick has the same hero base. I'm not sure because I don't own him. But I think he either has the same base or a Primarch base, as my friends call it. You know, bases for Primarchs. But there's also tank bases, so it kind of differs on what it is. Yeah, it just depends what we're talking about. Anyways. And, you know, Velvelem chased the Pillar Autumn when it escaped reach. He used all the ships under his command to chase it, and there was a minor prophet on board, which, I'm going to say this, if that motherfucker wasn't on board, like, I'll say it, if it wasn't for this man, they could have activated the fucking rings. This minor prophet, he did not, even though he's minor prophet, he didn't cause minor problems, he caused major problems. That prophet didn't let Thel do what he needed to do, and when the flood got out of control, he turned his attention to the parasite, but when he learned what the chief planned to do, the ring was fucking vaporized, and when High Charity got there, instead of returning with the ring and finishing the great journey, he came back with disgrace. I want this to be known, that minor prophet, I believe he dies, like gets murdered, if I remember correctly. Don't fully remember. Why? Because I read that book about 2-ish years ago, about to hit 3. I read this book around the time I was recording Gmod, so yeah, 2 years ago, 2, 3. So, anything I don't remember correctly, forgive me. All I remember is there is a grunt named Yip Yap, and it was close to, no, please tell me. I didn't forget. Yap Yap the Destroyer. Yip Yap was so similar to Yap Yap the Destroyer, it's just imprinted in my brain. But I swear, if it wasn't for that fucking prophet, I am 100% sure this story would have ended at CE with a loss. But anyways, during the events of Halo Combat Evolved, Velveldam was, you know, doing everything he really could to repel the humans, but with that prophet definitely causing a lot of problems, and a certain elite wanting to literally just fucking murder the chief, which he had a chance. He could have killed the chief, but he was told not to, and because of that, hey, nothing happened. And I believe it was because of the prophet. If I remember correctly, the prophet was like, no, spy, no kill. That prophet ruined fucking everything for the company, even more than fucking truth. And I hate truth. Why do I hate truth? Because he's written in that good zone where you love to hate him. But anyways, Velveldam would become the next arbiter and cause a massive chain of events to go off that I fucking doubt Truth for Soul. Because I'm sure he definitely didn't have that on his fucking bingo card.
One. Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked,
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
by the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Noble prophet of truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
It was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure? There can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant. How much further must we heft this baggage? Any cell will do? Why not toss him in with this lot? They could use the meat. Them? What about us? My belly aches, and his flesh is seared just the way I like it. Quiet! You two whimper like grunts fresh off the teat. He's not meant for the jails. The hierarchs have something special in mind. Noble prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent.
You may leave, Tartarus,
But I thought...
and take your brutes with you.
Release the prisoner.
The council decided to have you hung by your entrails and your corpse paraded through the city. But ultimately, the terms of your execution are up to me.
I am already dead.
Indeed. Do you know where we are?
The mausoleum of the arbiter.
Quite so. Here rests the vanguard of the great journey. Every arbiter from first to last. Each one created and consumed in times of extraordinary crisis.
The taming of the hunters, the Grunt Rebellion. Were it not for the arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago.
Even on my knees, I do not belong in their presence.
Halo's destruction was your error, and you rightly bear the blame. But the council was overzealous. We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy, one who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They will use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
What use am I? I can no longer command ships, lead troops into battle.
Not as you are, no, but become the arbiter. And you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
What of the council?
The tasks you must undertake as the Arbiter are perilous, suicidal. You will die, as each Arbiter has before you. The Council will have their corpse.
What would you have your arbiter do?
When we joined the Covenant, we took an oath.
According to our station, all without exception.
On the blood of our fathers, on the blood of our sons, we swore to uphold the Covenant.
Even to our dying breath.
Those who would break this oath are heretics, worthy of neither pity nor mercy. Even now, they use our Lord's creations to broadcast their lies.
We shall grind them into dust.
And continue our march to glorious salvation. This armor suits you, but it cannot hide that mark.
Nothing ever will. You are the arbiter, the will of the prophets. But these are my elites. Their lives matter to me, yours does not. That makes two of us.
Later, there is no doubt the storm will strike the facility. We'll be long gone before it arrives. Warriors, prepare for combat!
With those couple of clips aside, enjoy that. So, trying out this new format. Tell me if you like it, where I get a bunch of clips. But to be fair, the only reason I'm doing this is because I feel like Halo has a lot of cutscenes that need to be shown. But that means I have to scrub my way through hours of footage. Hours. 4 hours. 5 hours. Outside of the time I beat Flapatron in like a day, literally from waking up to going to sleep, I beat Flapatron in that time. If you don't know what Flapatron is, I know you guys are now like, what the fuck? It's made by Dexter Manning. If you know who Dexter Manning is, it all makes sense. You know, that guy's a goober. But I have never played more Halo in my entire life than playing Reach. Oh no, 1, 2, 3 ODST, then Reach, in a single fucking day. I have never experienced such hell. And I missed one of the secret terminals in ODST, and I am so fucking pissed. Anyway. Well, anyways, wow, you're brutal. I know he blew up your holy artifact. You know, he blew your holy artifact. Oh, okay. But you don't need to strip him. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, but they literally fucking branded him like a cow. And, you know, a little extreme. But back. One of the prophets, the one that was like, heresy in the council, you know. I believe that was Marty's dad, if I remember correctly. And I think that's really cool. Because I just find that so cool that he managed to get his dad into there. Like with what Markiplier did. When they were like, hey, there's a book. You want to be on book? And he was like, yeah, make one about my dad. Mark, he's a cool guy. Mark E. Plier. Of course, everything decides to get fucking hectic when I start talking about the cool parts of the lore. Yippee! After that brief break in front of the heater so I could warm up because, yeah, it's 30 fucking degrees outside. Which, if it's anything below, like, 65, I literally freeze to death. Even then, 65's a little dicey. I like 80-degree weather, 90. I am a lizard. Call me fucking Mark Zuckerberg, but, I'm a lizard. Anyways, as I was saying, okay. Anyways, that was a cool thing. Anyways, this actually takes place a little before the invasion of Earth. So, they send the Arbiter to deal with the heretic on a gas mine, which, they were abandoned on, so, I mean, can you blame them? Oh, and don't forget 343 Guilty Spark did literally tell them the fucking truth. So, in reality, the heretics are, they're the true ones. Anyways. But we can all agree the speech Jaw gave is fucking awesome. And the amount of world building in just these couple of sentences do is stuff most some AAA games can only dream of. And it's so subtle, but it speaks volumes about the Covenant. And it's so cool. On the blood of our fathers, on the founding of the Covenant. So fucking, I love Halo, dude. Anyways. So anyways, they're on a mission to take down the heretic leader and stomp him out forever, but boy, does it make him hard just to get to him. The Arbiter had to cut a line keeping the Forerunner structure, which, it seems like, you know, more heresy. But, well, there's a lot of, you know, contradictions when it comes to the hierarchs. So, hell, if I know, and, yeah, hell if I know. But they have a fated meeting, Arbiter and this heretic. Boy, and the amount of heresy I think the Arbiter commits because the prophets tell him to is fucking hilarious. Yeah, boy, ain't it just funny. But anyways, they have their fated second encounter after he forces them out of their hole.
Turn, heretic. Arbiter, I would rather die by your hand than let the prophets lead me to slaughter. Who has taught you these lies? The Oracle.
Hello, I am 343 Guilty Spark. I am the monitor of Installation 04.
Ask the Oracle about Halo. how they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you.
The elites are blind, Arbiter. But I will make them see. Worthless toady! Come out, Arbiter! Let's end this.
Unfortunate. His edification was most enjoyable.
I had no choice, Holy Oracle. This heretic imperiled the great journey.
Oracle, great journey. Why do you meddlers insist on using such inaccurate verbiage?
That is the Oracle.
So it is. Come, we are leaving this system.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
A hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express my concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the Council.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats?
We have always been your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
But how to start this process? For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the rings. An oracle. And with your help we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, has shown us the key.
You will journey to the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon. With it, we shall fulfill our promise.
Salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
Once the shield is down, we will head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the hierarchs waiting.
The human that killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it?
Who do you think?
The demon is here?
Why? Looking for a little payback?
Retrieving the icon is my only concern.
Of course.
In the center of this zone is a sacred icon critical to the great journey. I must find it. We shall cut into the heart of this infestation, retrieve the icon, and burn any flood that stand in our way. The parasite is not to be trifled with. I hope you know what you're doing. More humans. They must be after the icon. On your way, Arbiter. I'll deal with these beasts.
I see that coward didn't join you. I'll do what I can to keep the flood off your back. The hierarchs do not look kindly on failure. I go rest.
You know, your father never asked me for help either.
The index is secure.
Mackenzie, Perez, how's our exit? You hear me, Marines? We got trouble. How you doing?
Sergeant, stay down! Johnson, you all right? Johnson!
Excellent work, Arbiter. The hierarchs will be pleased.
Icon is my responsibility.
Was your responsibility. Now it is mine. A bloody fate awaits you and the rest of your incompetent race. And I, Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes, will send you to it.
And the prophets learn of this, that they will take your head.
When they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it.
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon.
This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded. This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded.
Kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk.
There is much talk, and I have listened. Through rock and metal and time. Now I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Council of Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey!
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence. But you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon. It shall not harm another.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you. There is still time to stop the key from turning. But first it must be found. You will search one likely spot, and you will search another. Fate hath us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
One quick break in you guys seeing a couple clips. I think my spine might be offset. I get back problems. I'm not even 40. Oh man, age catches quick. Anyways. Well, the heretic definitely went down fast, and he almost had the arbiter siding with him. If he didn't fire those shots, I am 100% sure he would have convinced him. And the Great Schism would have happened so much sooner. But with that being said, things didn't go that way. And after this, he went to a flood-infested facility to gain access to the library after they found another Halo ring, so he could get the index. But Miranda and Johnson were there first. And their first encounter didn't exactly go well. After they get the index, Tartarus tells the truth, and, the brutes kind of took power away from the elites after Truth died. Not Truth, but Regret got killed. So, Regret used that. Not Regret. Regret died, and Truth used his death as a reason, saying, hey, elites, they're big, meanie, stinky pantses who are heretics. Brutes are so stupid they can't be heretics. Boy, oh boy, you definitely thought that till Atriox. Yeah, Atriox was a part of the Covenant, even pre, fucking schism. Anyways. So, yeah, the brutes kind of took power away from the elites, and, so if the Arbiter survives this, he would, be at least bit. I can't speak. Anyways, they need for this, the last little bit they need for the schism to start. And the Great Mind saved him, sent him to prevent the firing of the ring, and after we meet an old friend, our good old friend Halfjaw, we get to scheming.
The rings, Arbiter. The counselors, are they
Murdered by the brutes.
vile, disloyal beasts? The prophets were fools to trust them. What is that place?
Where the counselors were meant to watch the consecration of the icon. The start of the Great Journey.
There is still time to stop the key from turning.
I must get inside.
Then mount up, Arbiter. I know a way to break those doors.
Listen, you don't like me and I sure as hell don't like you. But if we don't do something, Mr. Mohawk's gonna activate this ring. And we're all gonna die.
Tartarus has locked himself inside the control room.
Well, I just happen to have a key. Come on, grab a banshee and give me some cover. He's gonna know we're coming.
Come, human. It is easy. Take the icon in your hands. And do as you are told.
Please use caution. This reclaimer is delicate.
One more word, Oracle, and I'll rip your eye from its socket. Which is nothing compared to what I'll do to you.
Tartarus, stop.
Impossible.
Put down the icon.
Put it down and disobey the hierarchs?
There are things about Halo even the hierarchs do not understand.
Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy.
Is it? Oracle, what is Halo's purpose?
Collectively, the seven.
Not another word.
Please. Don't shake the light bulb. If you want to keep your brain inside your head, I tell those boys to chill. Go ahead. Do your thing.
The sacred rings, what are they?
Weapons of last resort, built by the Forerunners to eliminate potential flood hosts, thereby rendering the parasite harmless.
And those who made the rings? What happened to the Forerunners?
After exhausting every other strategic option, my creators activated the rings. They and all additional sentient life in 3 radii of the galactic center died as planned. Would you like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
No, Arbiter! The great journey has begun, and the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophet's escort.
What's that?
A beacon.
What's it doing?
Communicating at superluminal speeds with the frequency of
Communicating with what?
the other installations.
Show me.
Fail-safe protocol. In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
Don't be ridiculous.
Listen, Tinkerbell, don't make me...
Then where? Where would someone go to activate the other rings?
Why the Ark? Of course.
And where, Oracle, is that?
Another brief rest later. So after our meeting with Topjaw, we, starting the Great Schism. We tried to get a scarab, and right before we get it, Johnson decides to help us. So Johnson decides to help the Arbiter because they both have the same goal of stopping the ring from erasing all life from reality. So Arbiter gets in his scarab and, protects the man, the myth, the legend, Sergeant Avery motherfucking Johnson. And after that, they blow a hole straight through the door, and Johnson, Miranda, and Half John, a couple of elites, stop tartar sauce from firing the rings. But since the bomb to stand by and they need to go to the Ark, which the Ark portal just so happens to be put directly on Earth, and boom, Halo 2 ends. But on High Charity, the Prophet shows the Brutes as their new bodyguards, pushing the elites out. And because of this, when the flood-infested Amber Clad crashes, the elites lose their shit and just start killing everyone that didn't join them. Unless the Great Schism was in full swing, the Civil War that broke the Covenant completely. I'll cover the Banished in a different video because they have a good amount of lore. And, anyways, after this Halo 3 begins, couple of clips, play them since there's practically fucking jack shit with the elites. There's a good amount, but not enough. I would have liked to see more elites, just saying. They're better. After a much, much longer break than I originally intended, due to various things, I am back to hopefully finish this. So the Sangheili broke off from the Covenant and joined the humans. The best thing Halfjaw has ever said, and he gets us the Ark after, glassing half of Africa, but it follows us to the Ark, and it crashes. We kill the Prophet. Okay, so after we escape Earth, after, half a fucking continent gets glassed, we then immediately go to the Ark, and our plan is to take down the 2 shield generators currently keeping the dome above Regret's little party, Kool-Aid party, from being there, because if the generator isn't there, we have a plan to go there and kill them all. Water. Anyways, after we go through the hell that is this level, if you are tired at 3 in the morning and just want it to be over, unironically, during the very last mission of the game, I was like, please, let it be over. I'm not having fun anymore. I was tired and done by that mission. I was done. I wanted to be over. See, after we go through the absolute torture that is this level when you want it to be over with, the Flood decides to, so I know how much I'm allowed to talk about. So, yeah, essentially, after that, the Flood's like, hey, deal. We work to, a little bit of the, the thing everybody does in VR chat where they put their fingers together, the thing, the hand motion I'm doing currently, like, we wins, please. And seeing how everybody's out of fucking options, they're like, fuck it, let's help the Grave Mine. And whoop-de-fucking-do, you get betrayed after the fucking arbiter says the coldest lines, dude. I will not kill a parasite. I will kill a prophet. So fucking awesome. I fucking love Halo 3. Definitely, in my opinion, the second best game. The first one's Halo Combat Evolved. Just because of how balanced the game felt and how much fun I've had with it. But anyways, after we, kill the prophet, the grave mine moves itself to the newly constructed Installation 04. I believe it's Installation 04. I'm losing my mind to some extent. But yeah, after we, deactivate installation, after the flood goes there, we go there and God, the snow part, after we pick up Cortana real quick, the snow part of the mission, I was not happy. I was done. I was tired. I didn't want to play anymore. Literally, while playing the mission, I was rocking like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm tired of the big, mean people bullying me. And, yeah. I was done with Halo. I just had to beat 3 before I could go to sleep. But this is probably the last time you guys will see clips of this video, if I remember the script correctly. But again, it's been a day since I worked on it. After absolutely zero break, immediately diving into this one. Fuck! Johnson dies again. You will be missed. And, Chief gets stuck on the other side while the Arbiter starts up, So after Johnson gets fucking murdered and we escape doing another Warthog run, which I was exhausted and thought was the best part of the fucking mission because I was done. We get stuck on the other side of the portal while Arbiter luckily makes it through and allies the Sangheili with the humans, and he creates the Swords of Sanghelios to unite the elites under one flag and to put down any Covenant splinter groups. While Covenant 3.0 begins, because the Banished were there first, Jul 'Odama's Covenant starts, and he tries to kill the fucking chief, because of course they do. And he eventually gets sucked to Requiem. And Adam's Covenant dips out or some shit, I don't know. They just fucking disappeared. At some point, Jul 'Odama gets Halsey and, she gets abducted. Yeah, she gets fucking abducted and goes on, this massive side quest to, unlock the prophets. Well, the fucking, if I can speak, I don't know what was. I don't know what that voice, I don't know what that noise was. But it's just me losing my mind. But yeah, they want her to, activate and repair a bunch of shit. So, they cut off her fucking cat. What? Do you want in? What the fuck? A cat was scratching at my door, ruining this recording. I open the door, the fucker scatters. Anyways, yeah, Halo 5 begins a couple years later, and, yeah. He dies in a motherfucking cutscene. I will admit the cutscene was cool looking. I want to die saying anything positive about Halo 5. Anyways, after this, the Swords of Sanghelios, led by the Arbiter, aided by Fire Team Osiris finally crushed the final remnants of the Covenant. And, yeah, after this, a lot of elites do join the Banish and spread off from the Swords of St. Helios, which is so fucking stupid. Why betray your own race? I don't get it. But hey, what do I know? And yeah, that really sums it up for the Covenant and Swords of St. Helios. Because, I don't have books, and, yeah. Probably will never. But, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, because I got a nerd out about the thing that, got me into sci-fi. If it wasn't for Halo, I would never have obtained Warhammer. Well, I am acoustic, so I probably would have gotten into it eventually. But, yeah, I'm not going to say anything good about one of my friends, so that part's kept from the script. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Because I really enjoy being able to nerd out about my favorite game, And then there's number 2, Team Fortress 2, of course. 3, Warhammer. 4, Ultra Kill, and Doom. And with that tier list out of the way, even though I still think, even though it is a little cringy, I think it's funny. But anyways, that is Lore Maker. Signing off. Catch you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.